insurance dropped everybody from Harlingen down because they cannot keep up with how much utilization they're having to pay for, how much medical coverage they're having to pay for. Maybe you guys will not agree with me, but that's okay, because I'm here to listen to what you guys have to say. I was thinking to myself this morning, how can I convince my customers and my future customers to come and try my formulas? Because once you try them, you're going to love them. You're going to see a difference, of course, being that you're, consistent. And then I have to convince you to be consistent, because that is how you're going to, be successful. But anyways, that's not, my point is why do I have to convince so much, right? Because I'll tell you guys, if I post something positive on here, I will legitimately post something positive and then wait an hour to see if there's any likes. No. If I post something negative, boom, like, you know what, there's commentary, there's people liking. It's crazy how much that works out. And so think about that in your day-to-day life, like all the toxic things that are around you. So like me having to convince you to come visit me, to drink a tea that is so easy, to brew a tea that's not going to be expensive, and you are going to be able to see the benefits. And when I say not expensive, because when you ignore your health, that is way more expensive. I don't care how much freaking medical insurance that you have. There's no such price as to being free of disease. Like, that is freedom right there. That is freedom, okay? You know what prison is? Prison is hanging out in a hospital for long periods of time, or being ill for a long period of time. And a lot of people are in this encapsulated prison. And it's really crazy, because I have to convince you so much. I don't have to convince you to eat a donut. I don't have to convince you to drink booze. I don't have to convince you to sit on, for a whole weekend and rot, quote unquote. And while, like, some of those things are cool once in a while, I have to convince you constantly to take care of yourself. Well, it's just, that's like insane, right? And when you think about it logically, it's insane. So if you have just wondered to yourself, you know what, why haven't I gone to Francesca's Formulas? Or even if not me, maybe why haven't I kept taking care of myself? Why do I have to be convinced so much? What is inside of us that we just ignore it? Because you know what's crazy is that we're one of the sickest regions in the entire nation. My mother, okay, she's fine, okay? But her insurance dropped everybody from Harlingen down because they cannot keep up with how much utilization they're having to pay for, how much medical coverage they're having to pay for. Why have we become so okay, just fine with not taking care of ourselves here? Have we lost faith? Do we not see that we can change? But you should come visit me, because I have faith in you. My purpose is to help you. I was born here to help people. I didn't suffer for nothing. I didn't suffer for all these years past of illness so that I could watch you suffer. So I'm here reminding you that you should come visit me.